Good morning and welcome to this HTML5 course. In this chapter, we're going to see the style of the text and the colors. Let's try to change the style of our H1. So for this, we will use our H1 selector and we will immediately try to put a margin bottom. We will define it at 0. So if I update, I have a margin that is reduced. We will change its style. For this, we will use font family. Now we can specify which font we can use. We will select it. So in fact, it will select Verdana. If there is no Verdana, then Geneva or Talma, and if neither of them is there, then it will be sans serif, according to your browsers. If I update, you can see that my font has been changed. We are also going to change its size. So we are going to put a font size that we will define at 20 pixels, for example. I'm going to update and you can see that the size has been changed. It's much smaller. You can easily put comma numerals. You can see that it has changed a little bit, and you can also change the unit of measure by putting point instead of pixels. So it will depend on your purpose and on the browser. I like to use pixels, so I will leave it in pixels. Then we can change, for example, whether it's bold or normal. For that, we will use font weight. You can see that by default our H1 is already in bold, so we're going to put in normal as well, and then I will update it. So you can see that it's now in normal and no more in bold. We're also going to modify the paragraphs of our articles. So for that, we're going to look for our selector. So these are articles. We don't have one. We're going to add it. So it's RP, which is on our article. You can see it. I show you in the code. Our articles are well here. And we want to change the paragraph. So our tag P. It is well the P in our article. Here we are going to change the size of the font. So font size that we could put at 15 pixels. I have updated my reduce font. I can line the text. So with a text line that I can choose. For example, if we put center, you see that now my text is centered. I want my text to be justified. So you see that is justified now, but my text really goes to the border. You can see that it's really stuck to the border on the right. I don't want it to be stuck to the right border, so I'm going to add a margin on the right. A small margin, so we will say 20 pixels. I'm going to save and you can see that it's much nicer now. So we can also modify our title here. So our title is in the article and it's in H2 title. Well, I'm just going to change the color of my text. So you see I have quite a few color suggestions. Just write the color in English. So there, if you scroll down, you have a lot of choices. So for example, if I select magenta, you see that now it's this color. I can also use hexadecimal codes. So RGB, red, green, and blue. For example, if I put 888, so as much blue as green and red. If I update it, it turns gray. Another way, you can, for example, by passing your cursor over it, select the color you want. And you choose, for example, green. And well, I choose the color I want. We will take this one instead. And we do OK. I update, and I have green here. So that's it for the text and color styles.